Good evening, good afternoon. This is Liberia Motivated slash Reality. Guys, we want to thank God for the deliverance of our country, Liberia. If you can see that sometimes our talking, our messages are not in vain. God uses people to make deliverance for country, for people, and for our nations. I want to say congratulations to our honorable speaker for taking those bold steps, for sending in his resignation to resign from the speakership. Because Liberia is a suffering country, and we do not expect the country to be in the continuations of suffering. Because if we consider ourselves to be stubborn and very arrogant or very proud, then that means we don't love our country. And this is a very good step that the Liberian speaker, I don't know how to call his name. I'm not familiar with the political people in Liberia. I'm just being directed by God to speak the truth to the Liberian people. And after my speech, or after my post a few days ago, I went on Facebook and I saw the speaker Konafi. Yeah, this guy name is, I don't know. The speaker of Liberia, Konafi, I don't know, last name or whatever they call him. I'm sorry for for not, getting his name, because I'm not a politician. I've been very, very, very realistic to you guys. I'm just speaking on behalf of the country, and I want, God. Sometimes God speak through me to just speak to the people with kind messages and knowledge and wisdom so that we can deliver the country. I don't know anybody in our country. I'm just a simple man. I'm just a guy that God just created, and I just have this. I sense the idea of unity and peace and prosperities and everything that you think about. But I'm not a politician. I hardly know those guys' name. Konafi Foka and Foka, or who is our speaker in Liberia there. I think those messages we are sent out there have made some other impact. That's why when I shoot my video, I do not just keep it by myself. I share my video, and I allow people to share my video all over the platforms that I know that are popular in Liberia, because sometimes people need to hear this message so they can make a great decision for our country. So Konafi, our honorable speaker, he's trying to resign. And according to some other reliable news and other African journalists that he will be sending in his resignation on the 12th. And I believe that would be the great things for our country. So sometimes our messages that we send out there, they are not in vain. And we want to appreciate God. We give God the glory for our speaker to send in his resignation and to have the country, moving forward. That is a bold step that he has taken. It's not by his own will. It's not by his own, pleasure. I think God spoke through him so that he can make that announcement that he want to resign. And I hope the president of Liberia, Joseph Boakai, will understand and have our country moving forward. Because some of these things that we are doing here, we are not just an ordinary people that just we come, we talk, and we just want to show up, or we want to have, follower. No, we are, bona fide citizen of that country. It doesn't matter whether we come to America and we nationalize ourselves. The reality is written on our passport. You can't change it. Citizenship, nationality, American, where you're born, Liberia. These things are there, and they are there. We cannot hide them. Some people, they want to feel that they are American, or they are, some type of people that have. No, we don't. You don't fool yourself. Speak the reality to the people. Some of us, we came in this country, we were almost 15 years old. We are not born here because of the rule and the regulations, or whatever they call the rule of democracy, the rule of law. That what make us to be a citizen here. But it doesn't mean that we will deny where we come from. So we don't want to deny places where we come from. In Africa, we are American by nationality, but we are not born here. So sometimes God used us to speak to the people of Liberia to understand that Liberia needs liberations. And today, I believe that our speaker, Konafi and the Foka, whoever he is, yes, he's sending in his resignations, and he wants to be resigning from the post so that we can have our government moving. That is a great move, and I want to say God bless him and Liberian people. Our speaking on the internet, our opinions and our point of views are not in vain. God's work in the people that speak true into power. So Liberian people, I'm so proud. You guys just remember my videos. Who do you want to be? Do you want to be the solution, or do you want to be the problems? And today, I know my message went throughout Nigeria, Cameroon, and the whole of Africa. And today, I believe that our speaker is making a bold step. He gathered some of his cabinet members, his friends, and he's trying to send in his resignation on the 12th to resign from the post so that Liberia can go back on its post, on his regular operation. That is the best thing for us to do. God is working for us. We should continue to speak truth to power. And I know, Liberian people, this message, my past message, it was like, choose the side you want to be. Are you the person that part of the solution, or you are part of the problems? And sometimes I don't know because of my message. I can't take that proud. I know that it is God that spoke through our speaker to send in his resolution so that the country can be in peace. I was speaking in general at that time on my topic. Do you want to be part of the problem, or you want to be part of the solution? And I spoke directly to the entire nation, even America, even Africa. And I speak even to Joseph Boakai. I said, do you want to be the part of the problem, or you want to be part of the solution of the country of Liberia? But through our speeches and our broadcasts, God have touching somebody. God have touching somebody. God cannot be defined. These things are the work of God. Don't think that because you talk, or because of your speech, or because of your broadcast, so it brought somebody to confess. Or no, it is through the grace of God that help our leaders to understand. God spoke through them and said, look, these are the message. And I told them, I said, go to bed tonight. If you are Joseph Boakai, if you are the speaker of Liberia, Konafi Foka, I know how to call him. I'm sorry for your name, brother. Honorable, I'm very, very sorry for not pronouncing your name. I'm not just familiar with you guys, and I'm not a politician, and I don't know nothing about government. I'm just somebody that God just using to speak the truth and the reality to my people. So if I'm not pronouncing your name well, our speaker, I'm sorry for that. But I just want to be thankful to God for inspiring you. And I told when I spoke the last time, I talked about go to bed tonight. If you are Joseph Walker, or if you are the speaker, or if you are the you are the representation of the Liberian people in the Senate, in the in the House, just remember that do not allow yourself to be the obstacle of the people. Be part of the solution, but not part of the problems. And today, I've been on Facebook. I see that our speaker is trying to send in his resignation to resign from the post, to call our former president, Ellie Sally Johnson, to give his resignation paper so that it can be read to the Liberian people, so that the peace and the prosperity of Liberia can continue. And I want to be very, thankful to God. God is working for us. We should continue to believe in God in everything we do. You know that when I make my broadcast at that time, I talk about the Bible. The Bible talk. Jesus Christ came to be the solution. He did not came to be the problems. He was only a single person. If you believe that you are the single person, you cannot hold the salvation of the people on a hostage, because of your efforts, many shall be saved, many nations shall rise up. And that is what exactly our speaker did. I want to thank our speaker of Liberia for his great efforts. I know some of us, when we come out here to speak, our voice have been, powerful. We have been used by the Holy Spirit, by the power of God, to speak the truth, so that people can what? Rethink their minds and bring the country into peace. Today, I am Liberia Motivated / Reality. I'm David Kokradi. I'm so glad to see that letter on the Facebook that our speaker, the speaker of Liberia, has put in his resignation. On the 12th, it will be read, and our country will go back onto a normal government operation. These are the things we want to see. We are not politicians. We love our country, and we want to be part of the development and part of the peace process and the unity. And we believe that Africa will rise, and we believe that Liberia will be a greater country that we all will love and cherish. The country, the motherland, the land where you go, you have freedoms, you have peace, you have liberty, and you can do everything. The fun and the enjoyment in that country, you cannot find it in any country. And we want to speak to every leaders that are seeing themselves in a higher position. If you think you are part of the problems, try to resist from it and be part of the solution. Let God bless you, and let God bless America. I want to thank you all, and let God bless you. You will see me again on another show. But I want to come this evening. Today is Saturday. And I want to bless God for the transformation of our country. I think the God that we serve, He always hears our cry. He said when the people are crying and weeping, and when they are giving their hurt, their feelings, God will intervene. I believe that God has intervened into what? The representative of our nation today. And our honorable speaker is putting in his resignation, and I know God is working for our country. Let us be able to be gentle and very unique. Stop abusing and cursing your leaders. They are not somebody to play with. They are people that God put out there. Stop insulting them. Stop, using a lot of bad words on them. It cannot solve the problem in our country. Be polite, speak your opinion, and let the people know what God is telling you, so that God can use your word to what? To redeem our country. So I want to say thank you to all of you that watched me on my first show, and I want to thank our speaker for that bold move. It was the blessing of God. It was the touch of God that touched him to find my message that I sent 3 days ago that said, do you want to be part of the solution, or you want to be part of the problem? Because of you alone, you think that the country will suffer, and our speaker heard that message. I don't know whether you hear it. It's left with you guys, but I believe that God has used our frustrations and our opinion to touch the heart of our speaker to resign. Let God bless you. Let God bless America. I will see you on another episode. This is Liberia Motivative / Reality. Continue to follow me, and God will deliver you from your ignorance. Thank you.